So we have already discussed so many data sets, and in addition to those, we are today discussing another important data set named LFW. LFW is an acronym, and it is standing for Labeled Faces in the Wild. So you can see that we are at the homepage of LFW dataset, and it is available at the umass.edu. So here you can go and just you can access it as per your convenience. Then at this homepage, you have the multiple options, including the basic exploration, download, training, testing, results, information, errata, references, resources, etc. links. Before discussing all the related things, including the sort of basic information, the kind of exploration, downloading, etc., means all these options. Let me just tell you some of the basic information about LSW, because with respect to LSW, some of the basic facts you should be having in your mind. So this particular data sets includes more than 13,000 images, and those are the sort of different face images, and those face images have been collected from web, means internet. Now in this particular data set, more than 5,000 identities with more than 1,600 people having 2 or more images. So there might be sort of some duplications, and that's why it means not duplications in terms of images, duplications in terms of the same person or the same entity, you can say. So that's why it's not always necessary that all the images are not of the same person, or they should be explicitly different or something like that. Okay. Then the standard LFW evaluation process, the verification accuracies have been reported, and those are reported on the 16,000 face pairs. So these are some of the basic facts. Additionally, there are a number of different tasks that you can do with this particular dataset, like with respect to any image dataset or face dataset you can do. So the basic exercise with respect to any face dataset, what you will do face recognition, obviously. And if the sort of something is distorted or something like that, then you can try to give a chance or give a try to the restoration process. So the face restoration, then face verification, and sorts of different models are also available with respect to this particular exercise, because there are a number of different exercises or the tasks. So with respect to these, the respective data sets as well as the models are also available. So with respect to face recognition, verification, or the restoration, you have the data sets like LFW as we are discussing. And additionally, there are some other specific particular data sets, including the IJBC, IJBA, then the MegaFace, and the MS-Celeb. So we have also discussed a video on MS-Celeb. So if you're interested, you can go and have a check in our sort of a playlist named Research Dataset Information. So coming to the basic detailing here, a number of papers have been discussed with respect to particular data set, and just land on to any specific academic web portal where you are getting lots of academic papers, including the ACM Digital Library or the Google Scholar, and just to try to find some of the related papers. So with respect to MS-Celeb one, it's a kind of data set and the benchmark for the large scale face recognition system. So if you're interested, you can go and have a check on the respective website. Otherwise, this data set is quite good to give you the basic information. Additionally, a recent work is published with respect to the real world blind face restoration, titled Towards a Real World Blind Face Restoration with Generative Facial Prior. So nowadays, as you must be knowing that in present AI era, a major focus has been shifted to generative adversarial network. So a lot of people have been working in this generative domain, and lots of processes have been getting generated with the help of these generative adversarial. So it's quite good. Means not only from researchers' point of view, as a common man, you are having so many automated tools, the kind of AI devices and the AI processes which are helping you in your daily day-to-day activities. So that's quite great. And that's the ultimate motto also of research, just to make the life of a common man easy. So that's one thing. Additionally, coming on to the specific thing, so the modality of this particular data set is image, obviously, and there are a number of libraries with respect to this particular data set, as well as with respect to face recognition, restoration, as well as the restoration. So you can just land on to any code sharing platform like GitHub, and there again, depending on the specific version of the library, you can check which particular person suits your need. So just go for the respective libraries and just download them and use them in your project. Additionally, coming to the 3D face modeling or the sort of face verification process, you need some additional libraries. Those also might be found based on your specific choices with respect to the platform, means the code shaming platform. Now coming to this particular focus, means LFW. So we are here. So here they have on the front only, they have said that on October 29th at ICCV 2019. ICCV is a very quite famous conference. The creators of LFW were honored with the Mark Mark Abraham Award for the service to the computer vision community. So you can just see, means because of a single data set, means they are having the sorts of the prestigious awards at the prestigious conferences. So it shows the kind of contribution that you are making to the community, the research community. And that's why means research data set making, specifically a large research data set making, is quite a difficult process. It's not easy. And then refining it over the period of time with respect to number of features, the number of images, the categories, all this process means it takes time. So it's not an easy job. So if you are interested in making data sets, that is also considered a good contribution to a research community. Additionally, moving further, so here they are giving a disclaimer that the labeled faces in the world is a public benchmark for face verification. So this is also known as the pair matching. So it doesn't matter whether the performance of an algorithm on LFW, it should not be used to conclude that the algorithm is suitable for any commercial purpose. So it's not means they have said it like a general disclaimer, but it's a very well-known disclaimer. Means it should be called a by default disclaimer. Okay, there is no need of this particular disclaimer in my opinion, because like they are saying that the performance of algorithm on a single data set like LFW in this case, it should not be judged as a very basic parameter for the real world. So obviously it is not at all practical. Then the face verification and the other forms of face recognition are very different problems. So the recognition and verification are two different processes. Many times people do confuse these things. Then the many groups are not well represented in LF group. So it might happen with you. And if you are interested, you can add some of the images, or you can define the existing images. Means you can do some sort of pre-processing on the data set. So just with respect to your need, like the babies, children photos, old age people photos, etc., you can do it yourself. Then they have the theoretical LFW could be used to assess performance for certain subgroups. And again, you may use a theoretical limits for a specific data set, but the data sets are not designed to have the enough data for a strong statistical conclusion. So again, the same thing, because they have not included the all categories sufficient photos. So that's why doing a statistical analysis is not supposed to be recommended. Then lastly, they are saying that the poor lighting, extreme pose, or the strong occlusions and low resolution, etc., are the important factor not to constitute a major part of the problem. So again, a quite obvious thing. Now coming down, so here they have given you some of the exploration related link. If you want to have alphabetically by last name searching, or the exploration, or the alphabetically by first name, then alphabetically by first name, then the download database. So here we have the all images as gzip data file, then all images aligned with deep funneling, and all images aligned with funneling. So different options are there for downloading option. Okay, and it helps means why such a different approaches for downloading is given, because it helps you to just manage your data set. Many times it is happens that just a random data set is given to you and a lot of pre-processing is needed. So that pre-processing in arrangement and the management of data becomes a hectic task for an AV user. So that's a great thing over here. Then the training, validation, and the testing related information they have given over here. So whatever statements they have given over here, just to go through them and follow the instructions. Then the accuracy and the ROC curves for results have been available with respect to various methods. Then the coming on to the basic information. So more than 13,000 images, more than 5,000 people, and the more than 1,600 people with 2 or more images. Okay. And coming on to the errata, so some of the well-known errors in LFW have been discussed over here. So these are some of the related details with respect to LFW. Hope this might be useful to you. I'm not going into much details. Some of the related, the survey papers, additionally, the contact information, etc. Different sorts of releases as well as the results of discussions with respect to timelines have been given over here. So if you're interested, just land onto the page and try yourself. So that's all from my side. If you didn't like anything, please do comment below and let us know. We'll definitely try to incorporate your comments and try to improve the videos for you. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.